Welcome back again, my gardening friends. This is part 2. As you can see, it's got wet and the camera switched itself off. So I've been growing these Lady Crystal. I normally put them in compost first just to see, to get them going, and they didn't do awfully well, and the ones up the allotment weren't doing well either. So I'm just going to reveal these to see if we get a crop out of them. And now I know that there's one, I might as well just stick them all out, but I don't know if you can see there, it's been bulging. Struggling to get that one out. But these are grown in the cell trays. We noticed before some of them are green. We can't use those other than for seed, but I'm sure some of these will be fine. But I revealed, well, I didn't reveal a bucket to you, but to myself, and there was no tops on them at all. Didn't think they'd done very well, so I just dumped them out into my compost bin, and I was surprised to see lots and lots of little potatoes like this. Some of them are green because they were started to grow even in the fridge. For anybody that isn't going to bother going back to the other video, I'll just show you the ones in the fridge before we go. But yeah, there's loads, and whether they're viable, some of these are really green, but I was just fascinated to see those potatoes, and there's lots and lots here, but we're not going to be able to use those. But there's nothing to stop us from using these, because I've planted a potato that size and got a really healthy crop. That's why we try and get everyone out, so we don't get volunteers. I'll just give these a swill off, but you can see there's a few about. So the point was really that potatoes will grow in anything, and basically they'll grow in near enough nothing. A little bit of soil in the bottom of those trays just to try and get the growth on those seed potatoes, but considering they were for sale in February and I planted them a few weeks back, they haven't done too bad. But there's enough there for that potato to grow on the following year, so nature will always find a way. So these are this is where I store all my seed potatoes. I do my overwintering tomatoes, so I pick the tomatoes and put there. Say I don't clean the seed, I just chuck them on the top of those pots. We've got some of those, but you can see these potatoes started to chit in here, and then they thought we're going to die, so they actually grow lots of little. So this one seed potato will have enough energy in it to reproduce, and I've even had, well, I'll show you now, I took one of these off and planted it in a pot, and it's growing merrily away. Again, it's not brilliant. I don't think this is going to do any good. I'll see if I can get that out of the pot. But here's a few things that I took out of the front garden and the hanging baskets. I might put the Sarpomera on. These are the rest of the long red Florence. I've already potted some on, and they're in the greenhouse grow room. Here's the hanging baskets. So I'm going to give you an update in the greenhouse grow room very soon. So there's that one. I don't know whether there's going to be anything there or not. Oh, thinking that, you wouldn't believe it, would you? It's only grew that much. And this was a potato off what you saw that grew another chit, and I planted that, just the chit, and we've got another There's the original by the look of it. These potatoes. That must have been the one that was growing off before. And literally I could plant that again and it would continue growing if it was the growing season, but it's not. And that's what we've had off a chit off a chit. And basically there's nothing wrong with them guys. We'll be able to eat those. Sorry it's in 2 parts guys, but I don't edit, as you know. But anyway, let's leave it there. Hope you've enjoyed that, my little potato experiment that I didn't do an experiment, but we thought it was be a good reveal. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time my friends. Ta-ra for now.